And welcome everybody to an early edition of the Comment Show. I, of course, am MLH here with you on this kind of brisk, Denver morning. Mile high welcome to all of you. We have Brandon in there. We've got Wendy and Barbara. Dogs rule. Uh, Nice to have you in here as well. And I'm so sorry to hear about your dog's role. It can't be easy. I feel for you, dogs. I've had many a pet pass away, and I loved every single one of them very, very dearly. I'm a huge animal lover. Really love dogs. I wish I could have another one, but my current living situation is not. A good one, inducive of having a pet. But I know how that is. The Rainbow Bridge comes, and it's unpleasant but beautiful at the same time. I can't explain it. Dog's rule. I think of all the pets that I've lost, and all the great memories and comfort and all that. But I'm here to say that. Things will work out. Dog's rule. You know, it's a tough time for you, and we'll get through it. We'll get through it. Dogs for real. Rule for real. Cricket Cinema's in the house. Chris on the drums is here. Nanny's is here. Tina McBride is in the house. What's up, Tina McBride? How's the weather in Scotland right now? I bet blustery and cold. That's how I always figure it is. Wendy's in here. Big Chief, what's up, Hefe? Keeper. Denver sucks. The temperature rose to overnight here. It does not suck, Keeper. Other than like these next couple of months where it's kind of cold, Denver has more sunlight than even San Diego does, if you can believe that, Keeper. I love it here. Phoenix Book Girl's in the house. What's up, Phoenix Book Girl? It's cold. Yes, Tina. I figured as much. Taco Joe's back on the prowl, huh, Barbara? I'll make this quick so you can get back to some more action. But I will say I'm gonna have a members only quick live stream right after this to fulfill my monthly obligation to my members, just kind of a Q&A, type thing. So stick around. We'll spend about a half an hour just BSing and having a bit of fun. But for right now, let's do the comments, which there's not a lot of comments this week, so this should be a easy breezy comment show for everybody. And I've made kind of an adjustment to how I am going to handle the comment show from now on because of certain factors, which I'll get to in a minute. But let's go ahead and do the comments here. Let's start at the bottom here. Brenda Baldoff, lovely Brenda, says, "Sorry, missed your live. I was out getting prepared for the storm." Yeah, a lot of people were prepared for that icky storm, Brenda. I hope everything went according to your plans. I'm sure they did. Um, yeah, yeah. But it was a snowpocalypse apparently on the eastern uh, part of the country and more east. I know we got a little bit of snow, but we got some bitter cold here. We seem to be snapping out of it a little bit, except the mornings. The mornings are really cold. Gina, 6 days ago, replay crew. I am thawing. Yes, we all are, Gina. But I hope you're doing well. Keeper says, "Damn, I miss Bernie." You miss Bernie a lot, Keeper. That must mean you don't care anymore. Uh, Keeper says Sunday in Saskatchewan as of 11:24 CST, negative 29 degrees. I believe that's Celsius, right? Keeper, which is probably what, zero or probably -5 or so. I don't know. I don't know the conversion. I still don't know the conversion. Sunny day, -23, night -24, orange warning, extreme cold. Yeah, that's a little too chilly for me, Keeper. That's sweater weather for me, as they say here. Lord of the Fat Guys. Credit where credit is due. SS has openly admitted to using a filter to hide her real face, and it's blemished. She explained that the day it was glitching out, it was actually turned up to the maximum setting and actually removed her nose off of her face. She said it wasn't glitching, it was just set too high. She wasn't fixing a glitch, but just turning down the filter down from maximum down to number 2. That way her nose was back on her face and the slits in her eyes went back to being round. I admire her honesty. Well, it's good to be honest, Lord of the Fat Guy. It's one of the few things she's been honest about. But good on her. I mean, I don't think she needs a filter. I don't think anybody needs a filter. Just be you, whatever. Lord of the Fat Guy continues. The whole point of having a YouTube channel is to put up content which is interesting or entertaining enough to get people to watch it. So the more interesting, the more people will watch it. SS has a sidekick on her channel who has a New Zealand accent, and he has difficulty understanding that concept and referred to people who watch SS as stalkers. She brought up the glitching filter incident and comments made about it. He referred to the people who watch SS and comment on her appearance as stalkers. Using his logic, all of them are stalkers for watching Vaughn on a daily basis and commenting on her appearance. The entire group of them are hypocrites. That's why I don't pay much attention over there, Fat Guy. Just every once in a while, I'll get a clip in that involves me or the crew or something that they said. I try not to get involved in these flame wars because the more oxygen you give it, the more fire is produced, if you know what I mean. So I just try to navigate out of it as much as possible. I don't like when people attack my chatters, for instance, but I'm not Captain Save-A-Ho. I can't save everybody. I do my best to mitigate what I can of it. My best advice is just to ignore most of the trolls. They're not really worth your time or effort. I know there's been lots of talk about Anna from Canada being a mod or something for Aaron, which nothing could be further from the truth. It's misinformation, and it's not. I don't know. It's just not worth giving them any type of day. Let me welcome some more people in here. -7, 1 degrees. Is that Celsius, Keeper? Hefe's in the house. What's up, Big Chief? Nice to have you here. Nannies is in the house. What's up, Nannies? What else here? NJS is here. Tricky Trixie lurking while driving. Awesome. SS is sticker chick, Phoenix Book Girl, and she's not really worth getting into any deep discussion over. It's an ongoing thing, and it is what it is. The only time I ever mention sticker is when it gets brought up to me. When a bunch of people bring up something that was said or done, and that's it. I don't really pay too much attention. I don't care. She's a big DOA guy, and good on you. Have fun with that sinking ship. Kitty on replay. It was a busy morning, Kitty says. Well, thank you for being on the replay, Kitty. I really, really appreciate that. Anybody who's on the replay crew, I deeply, deeply admire. You could be doing anything else with your time, but listening to us, and you chose to listen to us, which is awesome, and I appreciate it. Brandon, great stream today. Can't wait till my guy goes to prison. Neither can I, Brandon. I mean, we're all kind of getting tired of covering it, but we've all made a commitment, and we want to see this thing through to the end. As to what happens after that happens, well, we'll cross that bridge when it comes. Peaceful Dragon says that is so cute. How imaginative on the Funkos that Bernie decided to make of us, which I thought was really cute. What a thoughtful, great gift Bernie did. Bernie's such a good person. Such a sweet, sweet person. Good Sandra says, are you sure it's third person? Maybe it's fourth or fifth person's LMAO. Yeah, we had a lot of fun with that stream yesterday, Sandra, and I'm glad you went back and listened to it. The Let's see. Sandra says, well, Don Lemon's case is under Faith Act, so his DOA's case might be a Faith Act. It's Face Act. Um, there's a difference, Sandra. Don Lemon's is a journalist. He didn't do anything that I saw that was disruptive of any service. Nobody complained about him. I don't know. It was really weird. So I'm pretty sure he'll the First Amendment will prevail in that case. Pinche Becky, and that doesn't mean I'm a Don Lemon fan. It just means that I believe in First Amendment. Pinche Becky says apparently Becky talks third person too. Well, apparently Becky does. Becky, that was a fun episode yesterday, no doubt. Becky says, get to work, a comment for the comment show. Well, I certainly am, Becky. Drifter Wars says, like Becky, Tanya went to the encampment to help DOA and she had trouble cooking with a propane burner. So DOA and she turned on her and called her a bad actor. He did a criminal check and started doxing Tanya's husband and his business. Sticker admitted that it was wrong and unnecessary for Scott to keep putting Tanya's husband's personal details online, but still wanted to know that what Tanya did in retaliation, putting the blame back on Tanya. Well, let me just quickly go over Tanya. Tanya is the former first or second lady of Pennsylvania. Her husband is a shyster. That part of the thing is wrong, but I don't think that you should purposely go on. I mean, unless it's out there in public already, which all that stuff is. There was a mysterious fire, some misappropriated funds, which is why they lost their security detail. I mean, it goes on and on. I don't want to get mixed up with Tanya in any shape, form, or fashion because that's a whole other mess that I'm not. Look, all these things are distractions, and I've been deflecting all of them. Drifter Wars, like every single one of them. I'm concentrating on one thing. We're seeing this court case to the end, and whatever happens, happens, and after that, we'll move on with our lives. The end. Tina McBride, who's in the chat right now on replay again, still watching the wee ones. I know how that is, Tina. So good on you for being on the replay crew. Anyways, I appreciate that very much. Let's see if we got any held comments. Looks like we do. We'll go down to the bottom one here. Okay, so Drifter Wars says, Slappy sounded really down and depressed. Even the GIMP came on. Oh, this was a previous comment. So I already did that. I'm going to approve that, and I already approved that. Here's the reply. Growing Like Weed says, hey, Drifter Wars, I like your name. So MLH read one of your comments today, but I couldn't find the original comment to reply to. You said SC responded to a chatter saying MLH and ZDT worked together. She said she'd investigate it. Do you know which live this conversation occurred on? I'm doing a deep dive on my own into SC, but that was a new string for me to pull on. Even if you knew the date, that would help. Was it recent? Thank you. I can't answer your question. Growing Like Weeds, Drifter would know more than me. He pays real close attention to these. So Drifter, if you're listening, maybe you can give Growing Like Weeds the live that you found that in. I do know that it did happen, Growing Like Weeds. I've seen the footage of it. But I can't keep everything cataloged in my mind. So I do appreciate the comment for sure. Thank you very much. All right, here's another one. When Tanya said she is attacking DOA because of what he did to ZDT, Sticker said, he didn't do it to you, so why are you fighting ZDT's battles for him? Talk about hypocrisy. Sticker is attacking Vaughn, Becky, Kitty, Newfie, Tanya, and others because of what they did to DOA, not Sticker. So she is fighting his battles for him. There's always ulterior motives, Drifter Wars. That's all I'm going to say on that. And I think that should do it. Let's see. Let's apply this, and let's give you that. And let's go back to held, see if we have any more there. Looks like we're good there. Let's see if we have any published. Again, I think we're good there. Now, I am notably not going to mentions anymore on the comment show because, as helpful as they are to me personally, there's been a lot of troll activity because I've blocked a lot of the trolls. Um, the only way that they can get through me is through mentions, and I'm no longer going to even look at that category of things. If you mention me, please make sure you say so in a comment on YouTube. That way, I can give you credit. I'm not even looking at any of that. Okay, so let's go back and look at all your comments here. Um, see if I missed anything. Make sure and hit that like button, like Keeper says. Hit it for Bernie. Yes, hit it for Bernie. Minnesota's off the rails again. Yes, I know that. Is Anna here? Maybe she is. Never watched her, and CSC typed in chat. Yeah, I don't bother, Phoenix Book Girl. Yeah, I don't know why he puts SS in there, probably just as a meme on SC. I don't know, Phoenix Girl. Jacko Stead is here. Okay, welcome on in. SC's goal is to appear as MAGA as possible now, not Antifa, Nanny says. Well, that's, yeah, I need 10 more subscribers, MLH says. Well, I would like to extend that to everybody. If you have friends or family that that may be interested in any of the content that I do, maybe have them subscribe and leave a comment. That would be very helpful. Swancho, what's up, Sandy? Nice to have you here as always. Cricket Cinema, what's up, my dude? So that's that. All right. Let's talk about the schedule real quick. I know this was a really quick comment show, but if you don't get comments, then it tends to be really, really short. I'm okay with that. Sometimes, Saturdays are best for, going to have breakfast or, going doing stuff, getting your errands done, whatever. I will be having a lot more errands to run, especially when in regards to Bernie. Bernie's ramping up for a promotion, so she's been promoted again. She's so I gotta really help and concentrate on Bernie a lot more, which I do anyways. But my time is gonna be relegated to mostly helping Bernie and obviously doing DTs, at least until we get done with dumbass's court case, and hopefully we'll all be happy with the results, and then we can move on with our lives after we do our celebration. I do plan on taking a huge break after all of this is done. I think all of us, including all of you in chat and on the replay crew and all my subs, deserve kind of a break from the action. Doesn't mean that the channel's going away or anything of that nature, but what's up, Jackie? Hey, MLH, you're an early bird today. Yeah, sometimes I'm a little early on Saturdays, Jackie. I know, usually I go an hour later, 10 my time, 12 Eastern, but I thought I'd just get everything done and out of the way because I'm going to be doing a live right after this for members only. We're just gonna shoot the shit like I'm doing with you guys right now. Hopefully, we'll have a good time. I'll spend about a half an hour with all of you all taking questions. If you're a member, if you're not a member, you want to be involved in that. I mean, it's only what, $3 a month. Feel free to become a member. My membership has been kind of lagging a little bit lately, but I think everybody on YouTube is experiencing a little bit of a downturn. I did notice that sub count is down a little bit. Not too bad. I'm very happy with where I'm at right now. I'd love to get to 7,000 by summer. That would be really, really cool. But all that depends on word of mouth, basically. I mean, I'm more old school. I'm not with all these hip millennials and alphas or whatever they're calling them nowadays, where they know all the tricks of the trade and when to put out content and how to market yourself. I'm not not a huge marketer of myself. What's up, watching live streams? Nice to have you here. What's up, Buttercup? Nice to have you here as well. Um, no worries, Buttercup. It's all good. We all have lives, you know. But so that's what I plan on doing. So if you're a member in chat right now, I'm gonna have a members only right after this. You know, hopefully you guys will stop on by, ask me a few questions, and if it ends up being a dud of a stream, well, at least I fulfilled my obligations with the members. I like to get one members only stream in a month, and since today is the end of the month, I haven't done one, so that's going to be my contribution for this month, and I'll try to make a better one next month. What else do I got to say to all of you? Okay, let's talk about schedule really quick. Let's see, nothing going on tomorrow, luckily. I do have to get prepared for DT on Monday. Tuesday, nothing. Also, me preparing for Wednesday show, etc., etc. Friday, the same thing. RP Grinders will be back on Fridays. On Friday, and then we circle back to the comment show on Saturday. So let me talk about kind of the direction I'm thinking of once we get a resolution on. Yes, we are doing. Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, Chris, Hot Tub tomorrow. We'll be doing the song "Shake, Rattle, and Roll" on Bernie's channel. Should be a ton of fun. Hopefully, some of you will be there. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let me talk about the direction that the channel is going to take after we come to some sort of resolution on Dingling's court case. So DT will continue, but I think what's going to happen is right after we get whatever, you know, we're hoping for, good news, and then we can celebrate for a couple of weeks, et cetera, et cetera. And then we're going to go on a bit of a hiatus. That does not mean that I personally am going to go on a hiatus. There's a lot of moving parts going on in my life right now. Like I said, Bernie is getting promoted again, so I've got to concentrate on helping her. I mean, she's kind of the breadwinner. Even though I make my own living on YouTube. But what we're going to be doing is it's taking a hiatus, and what that means is it's sort of like a season of a TV show where you go through this grueling schedule of writing and producing and acting and all this stuff to get this show on air. Um, but even I mean, the stress of doing something like this, we've been going at this for what, almost 10 months now. We are going to take a break, and it's going to be a significant break. I'm guessing we'll probably take the summer off as far as DT goes, or at least a month and a half, maybe two, just to kind of reset. It's been a slog, and you guys have been. I already do that, Amy. um, it's been a slog, but in a good way with all of you. But it is taxing. It takes a lot of time away from our families, from doing the things that we would normally do. Like this channel was originally a 1A channel, and it kind of morphed into more of kind of an entertaining show with DT. And once we get to that point, DT will continue, but we're going to be doing, I mean, we've got ideas for a lot of fun, kind of fun type of subjects to go after. Like, I don't know, we threw around ideas like Tom Cruise and, Miscavige and, all those zany characters. And we'll obviously do it in DT style. I think you guys will welcome the change, as well as we'll be bringing in probably other people that are had no clue who Dingling was, but definitely know what Scientology is, and how ridiculous Tom Cruise is, and Davey Miscavige, and that whole thing. So, we will be doing a lot more with DT, but it's just going to take a little bit of time, and some brainstorming to figure out exactly the direction that we're going to be going, and what we will be doing, and stuff like that. And I do believe, um, no, not after the 26th, nannies. We're going to be waiting till the trial. So I'm getting you guys all prepared that we're going to, I hope we don't lose any of you after that. We're going to take, after we have our celebration. I fully believe that we will have a celebration. We are going to, um, after we do all that, we're because we deserve it, and we're going to show you guys a lot of the old ads that we had, um, you know, all that stuff. We're gonna have a lot of fun for at least a couple weeks, and then, after the verdict is read, or he accepts a plea deal, or whatever the case is, once this thing gets resolved, we're gonna lean into that, and then after that, we're going to take a hiatus, and then after that, then we'll have a slightly different format with, hopefully, a lot funner subjects for you guys and for us, and the show will go on, just in a different way. So yeah, that's the whole shebang. Um, they don't have air conditioning. Wow. Yeah, I know that. What's up, Janet from another planet? Nice to have you here. Kenny, nice to have you here. Carrie Ann, the lovely Carrie Ann, nice to have you here. So, okay, so that's the skinny of everything. Right after this, I will be, give me about 5 minutes or so, and I will set up a members only stream. If you'd like to join that and you're not a member, then please, if you have the means, please sign up. I try to do one members only live stream a month, along with all the emojis that you guys got, et cetera, et cetera. I try to do fun and interesting stuff. Today is just going to be, actually, I know what I'm going to be talking about on that, but to find out, you will have to be a member for the live experience. Now, I will release it for, um, everybody within a day or two, something like that. I don't like to keep everybody out of the loop. Janet, thank you for becoming a new member. I think you've been a member before, but thanks for becoming a new member. Daniel-san, welcome on in. Nice to have you here. Welcome on in. Oh, that's Dougie. Should I answer? I'm gonna answer it. Hey, Dougie, I'm live. You want to say hi to everybody?
Uh, Hi, why are you on so early?
Because I'm gonna do a members only live. You wanna join the members only live, and I'll give you a link.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
then.
I'm almost
Okay.
done with this one, and then I'll start another one, and I'll give you the link, buddy.
Well, which one are you doing?
Right now, I'm just doing the regular comment show, which you're on right now with everybody else.
How embarrassing is this? At least they can't see me laying in bed all snuggled up next to Ringo.
Well, that's true. I mean, nobody wants to see that, man. Not even I want to see that.
Probably not. I don't even like seeing that.
Yeah, I don't even like seeing, even thinking about it. But it's just what it is. All right, buddy. Let me end this one. I'll give you a link as soon as I can.
Okay. All right.
All right. That was Dougie, everybody, live. Did Becky ever disclose who left the bird on her lawn? No, she did not. Okay. So let me end this. Gloria, good morning. Sorry, I'm going to be ending this one. I will be doing a members only stream right after this. I'll have Dougie on. We'll just shoot the breeze, talk about stuff. Doug's in the next room. No, he's not. Keeper. Okay. Thanks everybody for joining today. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. Dogs Rule, if you're still in the house, my deepest condolences for losing your doggo, man. I mean, I know how rough that is. If you need to email me, the invitation is always open. and that goes for everybody else. I mean, we've all experienced tough times like that. If you are an animal lover, we've all lost precious animals at various times in our life. And I just want to reach out and say, I really feel, my deepest sympathies for you, Dogs Rule. And, I know it's going to be a rough week for you. It'll be a rough rest of your way. I mean, every once in a while, you're going to think about, your doggo and stuff like that. But I will say this, um, time heals. And eventually you're going to get to a point where these will be you'll think nothing but loving, happy memories of your doggo, and it will get easier. It's never easy, but time has a way of healing like no other. So anyways, if you guys are struggling with your mental health, please reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but I do listen, and sometimes that helps. But if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion, I want you guys to really think about this. There, there is always somebody out there that thinks you are their favorite. Hold on to that thought. Could save your life. There is a hotline you can dial or text. That number is 988. Please use that number, utilize it anytime, day or night. And there are wonderful people on the other end of those lines that will listen and try to help you out the best that they can. If you're not in North America, type in your browser of choice, mental health help. Um, click on any of those options, and that will get you eventually connected with somebody that can help you out. Take care. Have a great day. If you're a member, give me about 5 minutes or so, and then I will have a members only live stream. And I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to be talking about on that. So if you want to join, feel free. That would be awesome. If you're not a member, I know times are tough, but if you can't afford it, then join me on the members only live. All right, take care. Have a great day, everybody. I will see you guys in a little bit. Give me about 5 minutes, members, and then I'll have a members only live stream with all of you. And I'll keep that members only for a couple of days, and then I'll release it to everybody else because I don't like leaving anything behind a paywall. So take care, and I will see you guys on the next one.